It's summer. This is the first official video of me saying that it's summer, so summer in Scotland. It's still like white skies, so it's not really summer, but well, let's just call it summer because it's summer season. So for the start of summer, I am actually going away. We are going somewhere for a week, so I have packed a few books. I am going to show you them books, and this is going to be the holiday reads book thing. So I'll show you the books I will be reading, or maybe bringing on my trip, and hopefully getting through some of them. So let's get started. Book number one is actually the book that inspired John Green to write The Fault in Our Stars, and the book is by Esther Earle and it's called This Star Won't Go Out. And basically it's about Esther, who had cancer, the same cancer as Hazel actually. This is her diary, and obviously there's parts of it that her dad wrote and her mum wrote, and her doctors and stuff, and John Green actually narrated the beginning of it. So yeah, I've begun reading this one and it's so amazing so far. It's so beautiful just to hear her story and to hear what she was going through and how she was dealing with it. I've loved reading this and I can't wait to get through it because it is such a beautiful book. I suggest that you all pick this up because it's an amazing read, and it's just, you can read it in between books when you're reading another book because it's not really a plot line to it. There's no characters that you have to follow, it's just diary entries and there's pictures, and it's a lovely, lovely story. Very good read. The next book is a book by Rainbow Rowell and I am reading it at the moment, and that is Fangirl, and typical, describes my life. But this book isn't just about a girl who's a fangirl, obviously. It has more depth to it, more storylines, and yeah, I'm actually really enjoying this book, and I am meeting Rainbow Rowell in Glasgow when she comes on July 10th, so I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, I wanted to read all of her books before she came so that I could discuss the books with her. This book is about a girl named Cather, and she has a sister named Wren, Cather Wren, get it? Twin sisters. I know, how smart. She faces some difficulties going from high school to college, and what her exchanges are like, and how she still has to keep her fan fiction going, which is about Simon Snow, which is a fictional character, obviously like Harry Potter, but not Harry Potter. Yeah, it's a made up world, so don't go looking online for Simon Snow because it's not really going to be there. But check out this book if you are looking for a good read during summer because it's very good. I'm actually nearly done this book, so I'll be putting a review on it on my blog, fandemonium.wordpress.com. The thing will be here. My next book is another book by Rainbow Rowell, and I wanted to finish the series before I met her, obviously. So I picked up Attachments by Rainbow Rowell, and I have wanted to read this book for quite a while. It's actually about these two girls and they email, and this guy is monitoring emails and stuff, and he has to go through their two emails, and he reads them and he begins to fall in love with one of the girls' emails. So I'm actually quite excited to read this, and it was in the adult section, so it's not a young adult book, so I'm quite excited. This will be my first non-young adult book really that I have read, but I'm quite excited and I'm looking forward to reading this. So yeah, I haven't heard too much about it, but I just know that I really want to read it. The next book is actually a book by Tom Hoyle. It is my first book by Tom Hoyle, and I have never really heard of this author, but I'm looking forward to read his book. I seen it in W.H. Smith and I was like, that's such a cool cover, so I thought why not pick it up and give it a try. And that book is 13 by Tom Hoyle. So basically I was drawn to it because it said his days are numbered, and then it had like the numbers 1 to 13 crossed out. I'm not too sure what it's about actually. It's like, apparently there's something happening and one by one people are getting killed, but it's this guy's number 13 and he's the next one to get killed, and it's meant to be about survival, I think. So don't hold me to that, don't I'm probably wrong, I don't know. But I'm really looking forward to reading this book and finding out what it's about. So I'm hoping that it's a good book. It looks so interesting, like they're dying one by one and all the numbers on the side, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Yeah, if you've read this book, please tell me what you think of it, because I've never really heard of it. I've only picked it up because I thought it looked cool, and the story actually sounded quite good, so I'm going to try and get through this on my holiday and then I will tell you what I think of it. R.J. Palacio. The next book is actually a book that I've been wanting to read for a couple of years now, and I just never got the chance to pick it up. And I finally went to a bookstore and I was like, you know what, I will pick up this book, and I vowed that I will read it this summer. So I picked it up, and it is Wonder by R.J. Palacio. Right, I'm sorry about the name. If you can say that any better, then please do. But yeah, I wanted to read this book because it's about a guy with a face dysphoria, and basically what he's saying is no matter how ugly you think he is, times it by 10, because he's probably 10 times uglier than that, and he won't tell you what he looks like because he's obviously insecure with his face, and he's letting your imagination go wild on what you think he looks like. So it's about his story, and I'm actually really looking forward to reading this book, and it looks like quite a short read. There isn't that many pages in it. I'm definitely going to try and get through this summer, and I'll definitely tell you what I think of this book. And if you have read it, please tell me what you think of this book, because I'm very much looking forward to reading it. The next book I actually picked up because I've seen so many people talking about it, and I picked up a signed copy of it because it was limited edition and I wanted it signed, because who doesn't really want a signed book? Like, come on, if you can get it signed or unsigned, then you're obviously going to pick signed, like, just a smart thing to do. Anyway, I picked up this book because everyone's been talking about it. Basically everyone's been saying that it's an amazing book and they've really enjoyed it. And plus I love the moons on the cover, and this book is Half Bad by Sally Green. How pretty is that cover? Like, basically this is a book about witches. It'll be my first book that I have read about witches, which is quite strange. Like, the starting sentence when I picked it up, it really drew me in. It's narrated in second person. I'll read you the first sentence, and if you like the way that it sounds, then check out this book, because I was drawn into it by this first sentence, so I hope you like it. There's these two kids, boys, sitting close together, squished in by the big arms of an old chair. You're the one on the left. How cool does that sound? You're the one on the left, and then it starts saying you are this, and so on and so forth, and basically the book really drew me in. I've never read a book in second person before, so I'm really excited to see how this goes. And yeah, and hopefully I'll be getting through this book very soon, and I'll let you know how it goes. The final book is a book that I have been wanting to read for absolutely ages. I finally picked it up, and I got it off Amazon actually, and I just love it. The cover, the sound of it, the book trailer to it. I will leave a link in the doobly-doo of the book trailer, this bit, that part. And yeah, it just sounded so amazing, and the story sounded so cool, so I thought I will pick it up and I will read it, because the second book in the series has just came out. So I really wanted to just hop on the bandwagon and read the book because it sounded so amazing. So I picked it up, and that book is Reboot by Amy Tintera. And I am sorry about the name, I cannot pronounce authors' names. Why do you have such hard names? This book is basically about when you die, you get rebooted and made into basically this stronger, faster soldier, and the longer you're dead, the less human you become when you're rebooted. So this girl obviously dies for 178 minutes. Yeah, you can tell she has like no human left in her, but she gets to mentor this guy who was dead for 22 minutes, and he's still practically fully human. So this book sounded really good, and I thought I would pick it up, because even just here on the cover of it, it said 5 years ago I died, 178 minutes later I woke up. So I thought I will pick up this book, I will see how it goes, and I am really hoping that I like this book because it's been definitely on the top of my to be read list for a while. The author of Veronica Rossi, Under the Never Sky, also has a little bit on that, and I really want to read her book as well. So guys, those are all the books that I will be bringing on my holiday. Hopefully I will be getting through a lot of them, if not all of them, some of them. I'll hopefully be getting through them. I'm very excited to read all these books. Probably I'll obviously have to read the Rainbow Royale ones first because I'm meeting her in July and that's coming very soon. So I'll be reading them, and then I think I might move on to Reboot, but I will let you know on my Goodreads. Check that out if you want to know what I'm reading when I'm reading it. Thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed it, and the subscribe button is down below. And yeah, I will see you all with a new video next week. Bye!